Not a whole lot. It's definitely like probably a low value corrosion game. I'm excited to see what he ends up going here. A few tips coming out already. I'm fast. All right. Already winning the game, maybe a little bit here on the Nouns Esports roster. And both these teams 1 and 3. Certainly neither wants to go down to 1 and 5. So both these guys are going to be fighting for their lives in this one. Yuma on his Alchemist that we've seen a ton of success for. Anskin, do you have an edge for either one of these teams in the draft?
I would say it's fairly well-rounded. If I had to give it up, I would say AVULUS. Just, I think ease of execution is on their end. But definitely both sides can take it. I wouldn't give it them a big favor here.
I think one thing we glossed over is that there was also a Luna in this game, which feels like unlosable sometimes. We also have the Shadow Demon, so I'd say that their safe lane combo might be best in game right now. I think their off lane is like acceptable. Beastmaster's been getting banned out a lot. The only real questionable picks, if anything, are Lion and Earth Spirit, but you highly value the Lion and the Earth Spirit feels like it has a great game right now. So I think I kind of have to agree that unless Yuma's popping off here, which is definitely a possibility, this game should probably go to AVULUS.
Yeah,
and they get 3 runes. Oh,
they get 3 runes as well. Yep, it's really good. I think, like you put it, I think everyone is also on super comfortable heroes, like
the
Stormstormer,
Luna.
Yeah, the Luna, Smiley Knight, another ex-teammate of mine. I think Luna is one of his best heroes, if not the best.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a very cool move by Gunnar, actually, because you really want to go for these kills with the Visage, right? With the Death Toll.
Yes.
He's actually going to set up for a trial and play here as the +3.
But they blocked the lane so hard. Zibe, it's almost as if he was hard reading this. And he's not even walking up the lane. He's like, I don't think there's anybody up there. Smiling Knight is getting free CS. And he patiently waits. Really good on him. It'll net some CS for the Alchemist, but kind of hurting Gunnar's game, who does really need these levels and kills.
Yeah, a really good communication from the top lane here coming out from AVULUS. Yuma going in.
This is a little bit worrisome. We actually saw this matchup yesterday, whereas an Alch into a Lion. You can't hold the stun for too long, otherwise you do get Earth Spiked, and then you will stun yourself.
Yeah, for sure. One small thing that I noticed here about this trial and setup that Nouns had briefly there is that it... Actually, they're going to go on Stable here first.
They're going to try it, but here comes the stun. He did toss out the concoction just in time. That combo is something that really hits on level 2 because you're able to hold the stun, and as the stun throws out, then you throw it on the acid spray, then you probably have a root coming out after from the Crystal Maiden. Like, there is kill potential here, despite it being, a Lion, which typically breaks the combos for kills.
Yeah, for sure. And so back to this trial thing that they did. Now that they had the trial, it means that Eki wasn't able to block the small camp bottom. So that's a really good start already for the DM lane. Yeah. Get an XP advantage. The Dire lane doesn't have any meaningful wave control, so they're able to get a pull already, hit a level 2. And yeah, just a solid start for Nouns on the bottom lane after that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't realize it was going to be accomplishing so many things at once with that move, even though it didn't work. I mean, imagine if they did get a kill on Gunnar there. I mean, then everything goes perfectly for them. Definitely a bit of a harder game, but right now he is kind of feeling the CS. That'll happen when you miss almost a wave to start as your offlaner.
Yeah, for sure.
And something that's even more important, I think, the Visage is, we talk about how early his timing is, but even in his lane, his timing is really early. Once these laners get, a full wand, raindrop specifically at 3 minutes, the lane becomes a lot more bearable into the Visage.
Yeah, definitely. That's usually why you want to go for these first spots, get a nice advantage. Whenever we saw, I think the best team with Visage recently was Liquid when they had free freestyle on the roster, and they always try to find opportunities to go for like cheeky first bloods, level 1 smokes, like Nouns did here. Unfortunately for them, it doesn't really work out. Once you get a, like you say, you get a 10-15 charge magic wand and then raindrop. Oh, Eki in trouble.
This could be it. This could be first blood. They missed 3 runes on the Alchemist. He would love to get a kill to kind of make up for it. He wants the last hit, and he'll get it. First blood going to Yuma here, taking down Eki and Nouns. They're still feeling pretty good in this laning stage.
Yeah, still pretty good. Oh, another.
That is a good fortification, but he rolls. I think he dodged the last hit with that slight. If it happened any earlier at all, I think he might have gotten the kill.
Oh, refill. They might go for the kill on Copy here if Stormstorm is able to hit the slow here.
They could. Slow. Does miss. He goes back for the deny. Then dodges the roll, but I don't think he's got much left in the tank here. They're going to have to TP in if they really want to save him. He's locked up in the animation. He wants to turn around and maybe get another copy. You absolute madman. But the TP got canceled on somebody else, so now they're TPing in another hero here. That one stops. Okay, finally. There's no more rotations in the mid lane. Does Eki just stay? It's a 2v1.
Damn. Overall, not the worst situation for Stormstormer after all this.
No.
I mean, Copy loses the full wave, had to walk back to base already, and Stormstormer is chilling. He gets the double water rune.
The double water rune is really good. I mean, he was kind of getting hurt. His regen was really low, and it feels like Compy was really turning up to get that next kill. But now he's basically got to do all the work again.
Yeah, exactly. And almost every Ember lane goes like this. If you have enough regen to sustain against a Blight spam, you're gonna be fine. Like Ember doesn't really bother you, but yeah, the Blight spam as well.
Yeah, he really is going. So this is what I wanted to see. I think this is the only way that this game could work, because if he's going for this, you know, a large physical damage. Is this Blightstone just for taste, or is there a real world that we get a Desto in this game?
Ooh, good question. I mean, I haven't seen the Desto on Ember at all.
A long time.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Desto from people in a long time. If you're not a PA, you don't really build it.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a game for it, this would be it, probably. But I would still be kind of surprised for it to see him go for it.
The thing is, like, that sort of stuff is pretty good versus strength heroes that don't build any additional armor. But the Beastmaster will. And I think eventually this Earth Spirit will as well. Looks like they are going to maybe poke at Smiling Knight here. They're actually going to turn in with the Banish. They want to go in on Gunnar. They don't want to shy away from this one. They TP in on Stormstormer with all the stacks already. He's gone on Gunnar. This was a TP on 2 heroes in to make it happen, but hey, you're protecting your carry. Only get the kill. Oh no, they actually just saw him fly again. Maybe
yeah, he doesn't have a TP.
Oh, he's dead then.
He's gonna waste a bunch of time for them at least.
Yeah. Oh, he wants to go in for the Roshan deny, but it is well too late.
Dire are scanning.
So there it is, a nice kill, a double in the top lane essentially, but it was a lot of rotations to make it happen. You can see just how quick Gunnar popped on this one.
Yeah, for sure. And to be honest, the chain effect of bringing 4 heroes top wasn't the biggest deal in the world. Like Stormstormer is still able to go back and get the mid rune, and Sibe is doing surprisingly well in the bottom lane, considering the fact that he has been left alone for like this whole time, especially after you know, basically sacrificing the first wave of the game, right?
Yeah, no, he really did have to give a bit up in this one, but still doing fine. I will say, at least, you know, Fly's getting a lot of CS thanks to all these you know, beasts that he's able to take up. So the boards are really helping out his net worth. Alchemist having a decent amount of time, and how much does it matter if the rest of your team, you know, is having trouble around the Visage, but, you know, your Ember, your Alk are having a good enough gold? Is that fine, or is Visage, like, really just dependent on all this gold?
I mean, I think it's all gonna come down to the Alchemist timings. If he's gonna be able to be strong enough to lead the charge, that's gonna be fine. And look at him now, he's dealing with his stacks.
Oh yeah, these can't
so much gold.
And Stormstormer just barely missed the Alchemist here. Didn't have the Magnetize up anyways. And yeah, it feels like the Visage at this point, the way that you want to play him anyways is going for, like, as you said, drums are a pretty good one. You could even go Vlad's. But, like, he's going to be going items that help out the team. So even if he's not at the net worth he wants to be, he can be drums and a bird, and you're enabling your Alch and Ember anyways.
Yeah, I mean, you can play backline Visage and Lily Central. There's so much action in this game, holy shit.
There is. He unfortunately did walk into a Luna who is just farming with 2 other supports. I don't know if he's upset about that one or if that's just life.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, why are they free here, you know?
Right? I can hear it now. Oh, okay, they're just 3 people farming in their jungle. Well, yeah. Good for them, I guess. That's always the hope that you get as a rotator hero. Ooh, he picked it up. I don't think they can get a kill, though.
Yeah, so like you mentioned, Gunnar is definitely struggling now. Rotating to the 8-minute rune, being level 5 Visage. Barely, you know, hitting 5.5 at this point, which is not great, but in the end, I think it is like you put it. He's gonna be the Oro guy. You can play backliner, you get the drums, probably a pipe this game as well. Wouldn't surprise me. You're playing into Magnetize and this Beastmaster Axe eventually. You get that, and then the Vlad's on top, and you're gonna be just fine.
Well, and someone who's not just fine. I think not just fine. Yeah, there it is. Compy getting another kill. Going in for the Mage Slayer, as you said. Yeah, I mean, we have like the pipe that's going to be pretty good for them. That'll negate a lot of this magic damage. We also will then have the Mage Slayer. Really, the only physical that's going to come out here is going to be from the Luna, and that'll be kind of far down the line. So I don't know. This could be a pretty good timing for the Nouns team. Do you think that they're the ones that should press this early game advantage, or are they good going late?
I mean, I think it's gonna be about the timing. Like, whenever Yuma is ready, I think it's probably gonna go for the Radiance into Blink this game, and then they're gonna do a smoke, and then, you know, potentially move into Roshan, something like that. Apart from this, they're just gonna play around Copy, see what they can do until then, and make sure that, you know, Yuma is living life. If he doesn't die, he's looking at a really, really strong timing in this game.
Nah, I mean,
trouble once more.
Should get another kill here. A little bit of a bloodbath after the early part of the lane stage. We waited almost 3 minutes for our first blood, and now it's just kills on kills. And this one, Gunnar getting a piece of it. That was actually huge because of his death toll. He's now almost up to the net worth of the Beastmaster again, who has not been near as oppressed as Gunnar has been this game.
It's so ridiculous, this facet, man. No, but now they're doing
it. Got the first blood down there.
You're right.
He's so good.
We might have been looking at a completely different game, to be honest.
Yeah.
So now they're right now they're taking control a bit more. Like Copy is level 7. You know, that's always the bane of your existence if you're a support, especially if you don't have the Seeds of Serenity or the safety bubble. Like there's not really anything you can do against a Blightstone Ember. So
yeah,
they're doing what they need to do. They're controlling the mid lane. Copy makes one simple rotation top, and that's enough for AVULUS to be like, nah, we're gonna give this tower up, and there's your game back on Gunnar, just like that.
Yeah, and they're starting to lose this net worth lead. You are playing against an Alchemist, and you have the net worth advantage. That's definitely something. It shows just how much they kind of bullied Gunnar there for the early part of the game, but as you said, now things are starting to even out again. We'll have a very quick Radiance here from the Alchemist. In fact, it's just decided to forego all like stat items. He's just rocking Phase Soul Ring. No Bracer in the mix that we actually see a lot of Alchemists who go for the seed money usually pick that up. He didn't even care.
Yeah, I think it probably has to do with the nerfs a bit. Like, generally, Bracer is super nice for lane, of course, and then Alchemist is a hero that you can usually afford to go for the bigger items, so having a Bracer is not necessarily gonna slot starve you. So, but in this case, you know, Bracer's nerfed. Didn't really need it for the lane. He had a first blood. Could rush to free.
Right. I think the laning stage definitely helped out, but in the mid lane here, another root here on Stormstormer does still have a roll away if he wants, but the shard's just barely missing. They'll have to settle with just taking a mid tower here on Nouns, but I'm sure they're still very happy.
Yeah, for sure. It's actually quite a nasty combo if you think about it. This Ember Visage. One slide on 2-3 heroes, that's a full charge full consumption right there.
Oh my goodness,
it's just so oppressive. You just sit back and throw shit at them and watch the towers die.
Yeah, and so far Copy still staying here in the mid lane though, gonna get sent on back. There's a lot of damage here. I don't think he's getting through this one. Lilith not anywhere close to a Blink Dagger to save that one. Can they get something in return? I don't think so. Okay, yeah, he's rolling all the way back here. Now onto the high ground. It feels too far, but there's not really anybody else here to punish it. Seneko maybe is the one who actually went too far. The birds are dropping on them. Another soul assumption for Gunnar. Picks up another kill. Now they're taking down Seneko. Now they're looking at Stormstormer. He's going to go out, get himself the illusion room. Can he make anything happen with it? Storm? No. Another kill for Gunnar. A double kill for him. Can we make it a triple? Because this would certainly get his game back. Zibe forced to walk backwards, not able to get the roar, and it's going to be another kill. This one for Lelis, or sorry, this one for Yuma. And Nouns, they find themselves in the perfect position in this game one.
Damn, that's so perfect. I mean, it looks really great from AVULUS going into it here, right? Getting the nice kickback on the Ember, just taking him down immediately, but this snowball is so clutch by Lilith. Look at this. Forces Stormstormer to overcommit, and really at this point, they have no business going into it anymore. Like, Yuma shows up with his Radiance here, in a moment, and then I think that's just it for AVULUS. You can't fight this anymore. Zibe shows up, dies as well. Oh, wait, how did that happen?
Huh?
No.
Why? How? Yuma? My brother? Okay, well that's a double kill. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was such a good fight for them. Were they trying to take ancient stacks or something? Because I feel like most times there's no way that you should actually be dying there.
Yeah.
He was trying to take ancient stacks. Okay.
I see.
Okay.
I mean, that makes sense. They want to slow down the beast, but we'll see. He self-stuns here to finish it off. Okay. Into the disruption, I think.
This is with the Radiance too, but then yeah, everybody shows up. He does not have an ulti. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, just so many poison stacks on him, self-stunning like that, maybe a bit cocky. Yeah, I was just gonna praise him, you know, showing up well on the perfect timing with his Radiance, you know, slowing down the Beastmaster as well, but now everything is kind of equalized.
Yeah, no, I mean, that definitely turned things back around. Looks like smoke on smoke action. Everybody's gonna break off of each other and they're gonna back away again. It kind of shows, like, these last few fights show just how good that this AVULUS team is at getting pickoffs, but their team fight is still lacking a little bit right now, especially without Magnetize.
Yeah, they're still waiting for that Beastmaster Aghanims, of course. With that, things is going to change quite a bit, but it's not that straightforward. Like, you can't just walk into a fight and man up into everything. You're going to need that blink, you're going to need that BKB to really feel good if you're the Beast.
Well, somehow out of the shadows, after that double kill, Gunnar has gone up to 3rd net worth in the game. So now his pipe isn't seeming too far away at all, and actually Copy is the one who's dropped down to lowest net worth amongst all cores. So a little bit of coming back for him just now. Is it actually going to be a BKB next for him, or should he be going a little bit more offensive still?
For Yuma, you mean?
No, for the Ember.
Oh, for the Ember. Right now he's got the Maelstrom queued up.
Interesting.
Okay.
That makes sense. That's just a lot of poke, right?
Yeah.
That does mean he's not going to be able to commit in fights, though. He's going to play more of the backline style and that Alk and Visage do the tanking. I think it definitely makes sense. When you have the Visage going for the pipe, it definitely makes sense to balance it out so that your other heroes goes for offensive capabilities.
Yeah. This is a typical mid laner thing. What's the easiest way to avoid the silence? Don't get silenced. Let Gunnar get silenced. And so far he is, and it's starting a decent fight for them maybe. They should lose Gunnar here, but nobody else is really around to clean up. You know he wants this kill on Copy. 2 low HP supports. He's got the Mage Slayer available, but he can't commit for that one. He will die.
So far, AVULUS making really good usage of this Earth Spirit, you know. Always finding the gaps, especially in the nighttime. It's so hard to predict where the roll is going to come from. And yeah, this is going to enable Stormstormer to get his BKB in a very good timing. He's actually really farmed. And also level 12, of course, which is a really big deal for Earth Spirit.
Yeah, no, he's in a pretty good spot right now. They're still trying to get a few smokes going. This is, I think, the second one that we've seen in rapid succession now from Nouns. They really want to get some sort of map control out, and I know what they desperately want is to find this Luna.
They do, but this is a nighttime smoke. It's not that easy to pull off. Like, Lelis puts down the ward now, but this is super deep.
These moves right under a tier 2 tower are just so hard to do, and down bottom, nice Smiling Knight, he's already got the Manta style. He's not even close to where these guys made the smoke happen. And he's getting really, really close to this BKB as well. We think about how quick the Alchemist is, but this Luna is pretty much in the same spot.
Yeah, right. And this is exactly what you need if you're AVULUS. Like, once you have the triple BKB online, I don't think there's much stopping those 3 cores, right? You're gonna have the supports backing them up, and I think for Nouns, you really have to be looking at a topside Roche if you want to get the advantage in this game. If you don't, then triple BKB into go bottom Roche for Dire. I'm not sure if they're gonna have enough to stop that.
It's gonna be really potent, and even Eki going as far as to take some stacks down here as well for himself. They're just trying to expand the map as much as they can because they know the Luna is just farming all the way behind them.
Yeah, Eki enjoying the hot tub here, getting his dagger.
It looks like they're not even trying to make that tower happen. They're just trying to find anything here. They've managed to dodge but somehow still get farm here.
Oh,
the
nice
blink actually does connect, does get silenced for a second. Roll about to come up here, still rooted. They need to stay in front of him here. Punch up as well. Stormstormer stunned through the roll, and it looks like they will get the kill.
Yeah, the ward paying off here. Finding Stormstormer, slowing his BKB down, but it's not really going to transition into much.
There's a lot of heroes, and we talked about it yesterday, the litmus test for how strong your lineup actually is right now. They're not getting an objective out of that one, despite being killed right next to the tower.
Yeah, exactly, and you know, Dire, they're still getting what they want. Sure, Stormstorm is slowed down right now. It doesn't get his BKB for another minute or two. But this means now Sibe gets to pick up his Blink Tiger. That means they now have kill potential on pretty much anybody. They also got a Blink on the Lion. So, yeah. Luna's
Feels really
BKB
strong. This makes
Luna's
your team
BKB
fight
coming
actually
through.
worthwhile, right?
Yeah, and you can see that nouns, they're feeling the pressure right now. They're really trying to grasp for something.
Third smoke. Very quick, but this one could
gonna
be the
get him.
smoke. If they find Smiley Knight, this is exactly what they need. Punch up. There's still a tier 1 tower here. They're going to try to TP in some heroes. Right now, it's only a Shadow Demon. If he gets the save, maybe more will come, but no. They kill Smiley Knight. It was desperately needed, but this is the first move of many that Nouns need to make to keep the chokehold on this game.
Yeah, nice smoke from nouns. Potentially gonna transition into the tower. They are missing the Alchemist, so unsure how confident they will be.
Feels like the right thing to do is try to get a tower and then go back for Roche, but by that time, the Luna could be up again, and I don't know if you're going to have the same oomph in that move.
They're instead gonna be setting up top lane with Lilith and Yuma.
All right, you love when you get the free awards like that.
Alright, so still not much progression in the game in terms of objectives. Oh, obviously, Copy's gonna get his Maelstrom now, but is that really gonna matter once you have the triple BKB on Dire? I know that the Beast is far from it, but Earthspirit has his now. Luna's about to finish it in like 600 gold, so I think Dire is feeling really confident.
The damage is so low. They are going to go to start on Copy, but right now, it looks like Crystal Maiden will be the only one to get gone. But a nice stun actually in with the Acid Spray. This could be the damage they need. They immediately get a double kill. Now in on the Earth Spirit. BKB, I don't care. We got some right clicks in from the Alchemist, and it's an easy triple kill for Nouns.
Yeah, damn. He doesn't even get the roar off on base. Super easy, super nice jump by Yuma, of course, and then it's just easy pickings after that.
An actual triple stun. Lucky it wasn't all three of them actually getting stunned up because the BKB was popped early enough there from the Earth Spirit. But man, a really nice job to start that up, and now they could just take their talents right into the Roche pit.
That is so unfortunate for AVULUS. Now they're probably not going to be in time to contest this, and that means that they're going to be stuck in the dodge mode for a while longer now.
Oh, tag team. You know, we haven't seen this very often, but of course, when you're playing with that Visage, this is the build.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Just adds damage to both of the birds instead of one of them, right?
Mm-hmm. And for this one, Copy even just standing up strong. Because of that fight, the Maelstrom really paying off. Now he's, you know, a decent amount closer to this BKB. Still got a little bit of ways to go, but with his Alchemist in front of him with an Aegis, he doesn't have to be the one to show. As you said, he can only just poke, and he's happy with that.
I'm a little bit surprised they didn't choose to give the Aegis to Copy, actually, considering the fact that he did go for the Maelstrom. I mean,
and it is a transformation here on the Alch as well. He's not the greatest Aegis carrier.
Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible, but I could definitely see the merit of putting it on Ember here instead, just to provide that safety net.
Maybe with the Alchemist, they're looking to try to get some more tower kills because Ember isn't the greatest tower hitter.
Yeah, that's true. That's always a way to do it as well.
Looks like there is a Wisdom available, but the rest of Nouns, they're going to allow Smiley Knight to keep on farming. We talked about it yesterday. The biggest timing you can get on Luna right now, it's level 20. You're usually rolling into that Conda, and then you also have that 20 talent for your beam. So Smiley Knight, but they could see him walking over.
Yeah, it looks like Nouns, they don't want to go for towers. They want to take this fight.
They do, but so far they're only finding a Lion. Smiley Knight could get away from this one, and there's also an Earth Spirit behind them, so if they take it too far, could be a bit weird, but it looks like they're just going to TP away. The Alch Stun connects onto Smiley Knight, popping the BKB, just going to TP away from this one. No problem for him, but it does use the first charge of the BKB. Certainly not the way that you want to use it on a Luna.
Yeah, not optimal, but at the same time, you know, you're pulling Nouns around the map. They're not going for objectives, which I feel like they should. Like, with this Aegis, Alchemist, you need to be getting tier 2s soon.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's a Vanguard on the Visage.
Interesting. So we are starting to fear maybe the physical damage now. Yeah, going for the Crimson Guard.
Interesting. It's into Shadow Demon, though.
Yeah, it is dispellable. Thankfully, I guess only one person can get dispelled, so that's something, but yeah, no, it's strange knowing that like the pipe undispellable, but Crimson Guard, you can't take that one away.
Yeah, you can. And apart from that, there's also so much magic damage on AVULUS. Like, pretty much everybody has a ton of magic damage apart from the Lion. So I would probably like it more if he went for the Vlads into the Shard.
Okay. It's a lot more sustained as well for your team.
Yeah, and also for yourself. Like, if you don't get chain stun from 100 to 0, you're gonna be able to survive each time. And yeah, like you say, so much damage, so much lifesteal.
Well, right now, only a 3,000 net worth lead. As an Alchemist lineup, you'd love to have a little bit more, but Smiling Knight is farming up a storm. As BKB about to be back up again. Still a little bit delayed on his 20 timing, but it didn't matter to him right now. Nouns are the ones with the Aegis, and they just have yet to do anything significant with it. Quick Yuma will show here for himself. He's actually going in for the S and Y, which will be nice for the chain stun. I'm honestly a little surprised that he didn't want the Manta. It feels like there's some, some reason to just want to dispel the silence on the Earth Spirit instead. But hey, with so much lock on the Av on the Lion, yeah, like everything that he's doing, status resist is definitely valuable in this game.
Yeah, it kind of feels like this is the way people are leaning right now when it comes to S and Y versus Manta. Ever since the Manta nerf, I think people are slowly transitioning into the S and Y over it, especially on these strength carries like the Alk and the DK.
You can see just how they're moving on the map. They're literally just like continuing to drag nouns around. Thanks to the addition of these outposts, all they'll do is push a wave and then drag you to that one, then go to the mid lane, then go to the top lane, and then just outpost and do it again. Like nouns, they're just trying to chase these guys all over when I really feel like they should just be focusing these objectives.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, once this beast has his BKB online, that's a whole different story. And I feel like, they're gonna go for the first tier 2 now, but I feel like they had the opportunity to go for at least another one during this.
They should have had at least 2 tier 2s down, ideally all 3.
Yeah, because that's the way Dota works. Typically, like you get one tier 2, you go into the outpost, you get another, and then
this is a bold move.
They just want to force them back.
I think so. But you be careful what you wish.
Going up again.
They may come back to fight this, and they may also win it. So, gotta be a little bit suspicious of this one. But so far, the birds, they are doing so much damage. And there's not a fortification pressed yet from AVULUS. They're holding strong.
Smiling Knight not taking the bait, though, and not choosing to TP back, which is the right decision, I think. Although, like you say, they lose so much of the tower. That could definitely hurt them later on. But typically, when you do this poke play, you don't want to bring your carry back unless you really have to.
No, and thankfully the birds, they get something out of this move then. It felt like they really were only getting 1 tier 2, but even some damage on the tier 3 is worth something. Now they're, sucking up the Aegis here on Yuma. They know that it'll be up at 29 since they just saw it expire. And, well, I guess for Alchemist and his team, they're hoping that it's going to be a pretty quick spawn because they do not want to give any more time to this Luna to keep on farming.
Yeah, for sure. He's about to hit his... He actually has the full Kanda sent out, and then once you get to the Satanic as well, that is a scary Luna with all these buffs. You got the SD to back you up with the Solar, got all the beast attack speed. Yeah, he's gonna be scary, man.
They don't have any regen, degen. Honestly, now knowing what you're going to be facing up against the Luna and this Beastmaster with the heal, it feels like maybe instead of a Crimson for this armor, maybe you should have gotten a Shiva's. It would still suffice for the armor, and it would also take away some of the healing that you're about to see on this AVULUS lineup.
Yeah, for sure. We see Ember queuing it up right now, but that's gonna take a long time.
Oh, that is gonna be so... Okay, so we're starting to mix and match the build then, because this feels like more of the magic damage build that you would go for in the Ember, but I guess maybe in the draft they're just like, this is Coffee's item. He's gonna be the one to build it.
Yeah. That's typically how it goes. But there's no way he's gonna have it for the second Roshan though, right?
No, don't think so.
Way too far.
Yeah, they lose both the birds as well there. Kind of just using them to kind of scout what's going on. Right now, it feels, you're watching a 3,000 net worth lead on Nouns, but I'm worried, man. We haven't really seen this Aghanim Scepter pop off in a fight, and we also haven't really seen a 5-man with the Luna with this BKB. Now going to be seeing the damage item, plus maybe even the Satanic coming soon. This is going to be a whole different fight coming through for Nouns and AVULUS here. I don't think Nouns are prepared quite yet.
Yeah, the thing is, the fights are fairly straightforward for AVULUS. You have the Purge, you have the Beast Roar, so you can just go lock anybody down of your choosing, even though they get the BKBs off. The only thing you have to worry about is the Tusk. the Blink save. But for that, you have the Earth Spirit Magnetize flying all over, Poisons, Axis, you know. It's not an easy thing for Lilith to just get a save off in these fights.
Yeah, you almost want to force staff on your Tusk, but that's not very reliable either. Well, I mean, so far, they're at least holding on as nouns. The Roshan likely to be back bottom, but it's possible there's a quick spawn for it. We'll find out here soon. They're still controlling top side of the map, and honestly, AVULUS, they just go for a smoke and barely TPing away there on copy. Could have gotten caught out a bit, but he's alive.
Well, let's see where they choose to go. They're definitely thinking they're worried about the top Roshan. If they only get fly, that's actually a really good thing for nouns.
That's not bad at all. I saw him pop the tag team there on Lilith. I was like, please, do not go in there about it. Well, thankfully, they only lose one. Ember pauses on them, then immediately unpauses on them. Then Lion disconnects. Then they pause again. What is Saga?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about.
It was BM pause, you know. Whenever I see the enemy team make a 5-man smoke and they only kill my dumb pause 5, I'm like, get wrecked, idiots.
Looks like Eki is reconnecting, and we're about to go in a second.
Yeah. Well, have him back. I mean, so that smoke wasn't as successful as they wanted. Still have a Crystal Maiden off the map for a little bit, so they'll continue to eat away this top part of the map from nouns, but they're happy with this because now the map is switching on them. I think nouns desire to be bottom. Now knowing what the Roshan spawn is, you certainly want to be bottom, and I don't think they mind this at all.
Yeah, I feel like if you're AVULUS right now, you certainly have to go for the mid tower, or at least go for the gate play and control the bottom area, right? They're gonna choose to poke to tier 2 instead, which, if you're nouns, you don't really mind this, seeing as the Roshan is about to be bottom, so...
Yeah, only the tier 2. Maybe if there's a way that Smiling Knight can force everybody back, that would be something. Kind of your way to force them out of bottom is just make sure that they have to go back to their base.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now, ooh, the Orchid picked up here from Yuna. Kind of strange knowing that we already have BKBs on all 3 cores, but I suppose this could be worth it to try to get a kill on Sneko or Eki.
Yeah, definitely. They don't have any ways to protect themselves against that, so it's just a support killing item, also great skilling later on.
Oh, Rune. They see that the Earth Spirit picked it up, but they weren't able to stop him. So he is going to be zooming in the next fight if they do find him. And they're just, kind of facing up on the other side of Smiling Knight, protecting the ball. Make sure they get this tower.
Yeah, unfortunately for AVULUS, they're not taking the tier 1 earlier. They don't have any options like what path are they going to make with the smoke. They kind of have to walk through the river. They get smoked. They get a haste for it, but they're still going to face the same issue. How are they going to get to bottom in time for this Roshan?
Not sure. Roshan up in 50 seconds, so it is 100% going to be bot. And I don't know. It feels like for Ember, he's getting closer and closer to the Shivas. I guess that's something. But now, nouns are also smoking away from the Roshan pit. They want to try to get a pick before they get into the Rosh pit. They don't have any vision right now to see what's happening, and this could be a good fight if they get someone killed off early. Could be the Stormer, Earth Spirit. They get on top of him early. A lot of damage before the BKB comes out here. He still gets the Magnetize. Now they're turning around with the Eclipse copy. Still trying to stay on top of the Spirit, but wasn't able to get all the damage done. Now Smiling Knight taking everything he wants from the Ember. He's got to get out of here. They'll still take down Eki, but that was a lot for a pause 4. Let's see if they can continue to encroach on AVULUS, because here comes Yuma on the backside, popping the BKB. He's held it for a long, long time, but they'll still have the save. Now on top of the Luna. Luna, is anybody there to save him? He gets the BKB. He has the Manta. Yuma going down. They don't have anything to help out this Alchemist. He falls. Lelis falls. And AVULUS seems to have taken a decisive victory in this engagement.
Damn, this Luna is so strong, man. Like you can see, Lelis is, Yuma is fighting him for his whole BKB duration, but Smiling Knight doesn't give a shit. He's just outfighting him, and the thing about this fight for me is it's so unforced, right? Like, nouns, they're going away from the bottom area, walking into high ground. They get to jump on onto Stormer, the Earth Spirit, but they can't bring him down. He has the haste, he has the Shiva, BKB, and then it just... We were talking about it for so long. Like, they got the Roshan control. Why did they have to go there?
It does feel like what happens. If you do win this fight, what are you getting out of this? Because there's no towers around. You only even have one of your towers around here. What was the end game there? And now instead, it's going to be AVULUS likely picking up this Roshan. Certainly a Luna lineup with the Ags on the Beastmaster can take this in 30 seconds or less.
Yeah, for sure. There's no way that nouns is going to be in time to contest this at this point. I mean, Yuma doesn't want to buy back for sure. He doesn't have his BKB regardless if he does. So if the Luna wasn't strong already, now you're going to have to deal with an Aegis Luna and a Satanic on top of that.
I almost feel like this should have been a Basher on the Alk, because then if he was just beating into the Luna, it would have been a little bit more promising. But I suppose he's trying to get a head start on this evasion that's going to be coming out. Wait for the match to be popped and the BKB, and then you can Bloodthorn for the evasion pierce. But that's, that's two things that have to happen.
Yeah.
Kind of hard.
I mean, I can see why he's going for the Bloodstone. Just it's like kind of the best late game damage item, provided you get the debuff off, which is not a simple thing, of course.
Oh, it's not guaranteed. And yeah, thank you, Observer. Demonic Cleanse. Who cares if he presses BKB or Manta and then does it? I mean, Shadow Demon literally can save him for that entire duration of the cleanse. I think it's going to be really hard here. This Luna starting to become king of the hill, and in fact, already top net worth in the game now.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody's scaling really nicely on AVULUS. Also, Stormstormer almost getting level 20 now. BKB Octarine. This Beast, he's going back for the Crimson. Just a bit interesting. That's going to help the Luna out a lot, of course. Obviously, Radiant. They don't have any dispels or anything. I wouldn't mind him going straight for the Refresher, though, instead. Just have another Roar, another BKB. Because I feel like this game is so much about, like, which cores are stronger, right? The SD, the Lion, and the Tusk and the CM, they're going to be on the sides. Of course, they're useful, but in the end, whoever has more... Good one. Yeah, but it's like if you have another BKB, the Refresher, just add more layers and you're gonna be Gucci, right?
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
So much trouble.
Why? Is he high ground? I think he's high ground. Okay. Well, now Stormstormer is also high ground, so it doesn't really matter that much. He should still die here. And it looks like nouns. Are they going to try to mount a fight after this one? It's quite hard to do. And they're still kind of struggling in the area. Almost.
Yeah, what do you do if you're nouns now? You're about to lose your tier 2s, or just the last one, actually, really fast here.
Very fast. And your objective control. We saw a few games yesterday where we had Sand Kings. We also had maybe an Underlord in the mix. This one, you don't really have somebody. You just sit in front of a tower and clear and hope that they go on you. Now, I mean, for AVULUS, you've got a Luna, you got a Beastmaster, and there's nothing in front of this tower. This base can shred to pieces quickly if nouns don't put together a game plan.
You got the illusions as well. Oh, here we go.
Could be something starting here. A lot of damage already from Copy, but the jump in on top of Eki, the Roar, trying to get him away from this one. The damage from Gunner is not enough. It looks like they actually saved from the Finger of Death here. Yuma's still alive, but can they keep getting these kills? This is only the Aegis if they take down the Luna. Yes, you've taken down the Lion, but can you get another life out of Smiling Knight here? Stun going to connect here soon. It connects on everybody in this mix. They just get an instant double kill. Yuma taking down the Earth Spirit and the Luna in rapid succession, and now it's pulling a fight out of nowhere on their high ground.
Yeah, holy shit. I mean, Eki got punished for the poke he went for on the Ember there. You're gonna see it here. He's gonna go for the stun, and then Yuma is ready for it. He's immediately about to jump him here, making sure that they have to waste the cleanse. They're using the Roar just to, basically keep each other alive, and then really nice snowball from Lilies on the Roar, and then that's it for AVULUS pretty much.
Did he take damage from the Finger of Death at all? I think the snowball also saved from it. Like, it was actually casted, and there was no damage taken.
Oh yeah, you're probably right. And now, yeah, you see, after all the cooldowns, then...
Oh, it was a bird to start it. It was a bird stun, the double stun. Goodness.
All right. So, tables have turned indeed. Nouns are about to poke the high ground now.
Still not the best net worth lead that you want. You still want to ideally be another item up, but hey, you're on the high ground. Luna and and Shadow Demon, they're gone for a while. I'm sure that Nouns will be very happy with this one. Please push the high ground, please.
Now you got a Hex on Gunner as well. I don't think we mentioned that.
Ooh,
that's gonna be scary, especially for the Earth Spirit.
I definitely wanted something like that. I could see a world where it was Hex. I could also see a world where maybe you were just going for like an Axe to scout, but I really like this Hex.
Yeah, I think it makes a ton of sense.
Is the Alchemist still up there? No, okay. He got away. I saw the roll come in. I didn't know if he got away in time. But they take a full mid racks. Now they have the advantage in the melee rack, or in all the racks department. And he's got a nullifier going in for the strength swing next. Then he can take away his phase boots. What's that last item going to be for the Alchemist? Is it something like an AC? Is it an Abyssal Blade? What's he want?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind the AC actually. They will make a ton of sense with their lineup, right? Everybody utilizes so much from the from that and minus armor and attack.
Oh, but yeah, the Visage is going for it. Thank you, Observer.
All right, okay.
He's so free. He can build whatever he wants.
Could be the Lincolns as well. You know, there's a lot of single target spells there. They got the Hex, the Disruption, the Purge, and the Roar.
Ooh, Smiling Knight, a little bit of no man's land, but I don't know if nouns are ready to commit to something like this. Fight on your high ground is a lot easier.
So we're gonna see AVULUS setting up to, you know, potentially force them back into the base here, but after the last engagement, I'm not sure how confident you're gonna be.
Yeah, it's definitely shaking up confidence a bit there, but right now they are just gonna run it up and forcing the fortification out from nouns. They're not around. They're actually poking down a tier 2 on
They
the
have to come back though. This is gonna happen way too fast.
Yeah, I don't know. In a blink of an eye, you'll lose just a lot more than 2 racks here. But they still have some heroes up. They're kind of split on the map right now. It's up to AVULUS to decide. Do they want to go back? Because nobody else can come back here. And yeah, there it is. Stormer on top of Gunnar. Gunnar is just going to sacrifice his body to science because I don't think he's getting away from this one.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, no BKB. He just ends up getting caught. And a really nice, you know, poke there from AVULUS, setting him this kill up on the Visage. You know, making sure that everybody on nouns go back, and then easy kill on the Visage. And now they're in Roche control once more.
No, they are, and Roche could spawn in a minute 30. Right now, it's imperative that nouns, they are cutting these waves, because if you do get to trying to go high ground right now on AVULUS, even just 15 or 20 seconds of free hits, I mean, a Luna can definitely shred that tower, and Smiling Knight, he is gunning for this bottom tier 3.
Yeah, he is. And I'm not sure if he had it the last fight on the tier 3 mid, but he has an Ogre Shield Totem. That's going to help him a lot. He's going to be able to press the BKB and just get out if, you know, so it prevent the situation that happened last time.
I'm not even going to scout with these illusions now, making sure nobody gets close. Finally, a wave is going to show up here, and there's also going to be a wave that shows up in the mid lane. Coffee will try to take down some of it, but this is going to be a rack to potential. I think it should be a rack for AVULUS.
Yeah, this is really fast.
Cool. There it is. As you said, the Ogre Shield Totem coming in. There's no way. They actually didn't get the racks.
Yeah, choosing to prioritize the Roshan here, which I think is wise. You don't want to take any risks. Yeah, I think the Roshan is really what's going to decide this game at this point.
It should be, and we saw just how quick this turned. It was a 7,000 net worth lead before they started pushing the high ground. Now, only 2,000. AVULUS getting all the way back, exactly what they need. You know, now seeing the Alch miss like 3 hits on that just illusion, I wonder if MKB.
Yeah, but what is it gonna replace though? I guess it could be the boot, but yeah.
I think he should. Maybe you wanted to start to hand out the Ags and the boots.
So this Roshan, Yuma is actually not gonna have a buyback here, and on the other side we got buybacks on the Beastmaster and the Luna, so and the Earthspirit as well. So
there's everybody on Dire has buyback. Only the Ember has buyback. They need to get kills if they want to have buyback.
They're gonna find Stay here potentially.
You've got to get somebody picked off to start here. They're going to go on top of the Beastmaster first. Zibe able to pop the BKB, and now it feels a bit dangerous. Lella's even backing away from this one, but Smiling Knight, he
everybody.
is in. He wants to fight, and he's going to take down some of the birds first. The Magnetize is on everybody here on nouns. You're going to buy back on the Tusk to try to get him in on this one, but he can't get back very easily. Now Yuma in on the Beastmaster. Doesn't have a roar to use, but he gets saved up by Seneko. They've got to commit to Zibe here, but while they're doing so, they're losing the rest of their team on the other side, and they may not even get Zibe. They've got the Glimmer KPs protected by the Radiance damage, and they'll get another kill.
Luna's so strong.
Another unforced fight from nouns, and they lose 4. Yeah, that was even the dieback of the Tusk here. Only the Ember is alive.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it in the jump. Like, they go for this beast kill, but you can see the hesitation from nouns. They're not ready to commit, expecting that buyback, of course, and they get like a half-assed jump, and after that, it's just so messy, right? You have to use your BKB on the Tusk, you buy back right away, and after that, you know, Smiling Knight and Stipe, they have no fear. They can just walk in knowing that they have the buybacks ready, and yeah, just came more prepared for AVULUS in this one.
Absolutely no fear from them for sure. And now they're just walking up the high ground. They don't even need Roche. It's up. We ain't care. There are some free racks to be taken here, especially with no Tusk up for another 50. They could expect that, like, maybe there's a buyback available from the Alchemist and the Vistage, but
yeah, but they know that there's no buyback on the Tusk, so this should be Megas.
Yep. It looks like it will be here. Smiling Knight going to shred these racks. We're seeing the effects of a free Luna game coming to effect now, as he's going in for a refresher next, as if he needs it, but it'll be nice to have everything back again. I gotta be
they
careful,
only have
dude.
10 seconds for the Alk.
They don't have a fortification. I think this should fall, and they're gonna lose Megas before they even see the light of day on Alk and Tusk.
Yeah, and the question is now for Nouns, how do you contest the Roche? It's so tough. How are you gonna leave the base?
Yeah, I mean, now you kind of want a Manta style on Yuma because you don't really have a way to shove out waves for free. The birds aren't able to do it now since it's Megas. Maybe the Ember can kind of zoom around the map, but he can't handle 3 waves at once.
Yeah, there's just no way. This is gonna be free Roche for AVULUS, unless a miracle happens.
No, I don't think he's playing in this one.
That refresher on the Luna as well, and is this the Axe Roshan? Oh, that's the refresher, sorry.
Yeah. Man, why is he buying a refresher than the Smiling Knight? You could just pick up this one.
I mean, now you get double Roar, or you get double BKB Magnetize on the Earth Spirit.
I think double Roar could be quite nice. I guess the only thing is for Stipe, he doesn't really want to get rid of the mana boots because I think he might need them to refresh and roar and use all of his other abilities as well, especially with the Hex.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, get rid of the
Crimson. Just suck up the Axe. Oh yeah, I guess you just get rid of the Crimson. I don't think they're really facing a lot of damage from Nouns right now. Perhaps it is the Crimson that is, you know, affecting that, but it really feels like these fights are just getting blown way out of proportion. They're able to disengage as much as they want. As you said, the BKB, really important for them right now. I almost need to see like an Ags from Lela so we can really like isolate one of these heroes before they start making these engagements, but it's going to be way too far away unless Alk is able to get it.
True. I mean, with that dieback, of course, the Lela he's not going to be able to farm it on his own, but it is a game changer of course, when you're playing, you know, up against Megas. Able to get a kick back into the fountain would be a huge deal here.
High ground is great for 2 things. It's relocation or it's just a lot of like AoE magic damage from far. Your underlords, your snipers, your Zeus, like they succeed on high grounds because they can push out these waves for free. On the other side, you know, Tiny, Mag, and Tusk with Eggs. They also succeed because you're able to relocate these heroes away from the protection of their team, but we just don't have anything like that for Nouns yet.
Yeah, it's just nothing, and you can see Stormstormer, he's not even here, he's chilling, farming it up, playing with the travels.
Yeah, he can wait for as long as he wants. He does have the DD, so I'm sure he's able to do whatever he wants eventually. But right now, Nouns, I mean, oh, Yuma. Oh, Yuma. Yuma. I don't know. I feel like these are 2 heroes staring at each other, but like, they don't know. Oh no.
Oh, they got him. The boar found him.
They see him. The boar. It did everything they needed to. He stacks up. He loses almost all his HP. He doesn't have a chance to press a BKB. He
no buyback for Yuma as well.
Actually just changed them, and now Storm are going to roll in. Silent Stump on the Ember Spirit, going to continue to take away the last of these heroes. Without Alchemist, you are severely lacking damage, and the absolute EMP from Eki. He held the follow-through on that mana drain, and not a whole lot to work with now for Nouns.
MVP boar or what?
MVP boar, man. Actually just like the one scout they needed, sending him into the back lines and found the real carry. Smiling Knight, he's going to be able to just keep on hitting this Ancient, pressing the BKB. He wants this game to end. He does not want to find out what happens if the Alchemist comes back, and while the rest of the team is able to kill anyways, I'm sure that should be it soon, because AVULUS, man, they have played their lineup to perfection.
Yeah, and this should be it. Gunner about to go down here. Stormstormer taking the hit in the end, but he has a buyback, of course, with the travels, and yeah, there's no stopping Smiling Knight at this point.
Not at all. I mean, we're gonna have a really nice time. Is this just a straight up like boots and Dakin 5? Is that how you know the next assassin?
It could be. I could see the value of a AVULUS as well, potentially. Not sure. It's quite expensive. Exactly. Versus the Ursa, versus the Ember, you can set up your stun as well, and also there's a Stampede, of course. But probably more likely we see Soneko getting the Yule if they want it, and then, yeah, Eki just doing the Dagon 5.
Phoenix Yules is usually really good, but I think the only weird part about it is that you are playing into the Muerta, so you could drop the calling down on wherever that Yules is landing, and it could get a little bit weird for you, but otherwise it is a fantastic Yules game.
Yeah. The downside is, of course, you're not getting the Solar or the Vlads or other items.
Yeah. It's crazy because like you used to have that all the time. Like one of the best Phoenix items was always a Yules scepter because you'd be able to Yules and then just like instantly drop the egg whenever you land. But now because of so many other support items that we've gotten in this patch, even with Glimmer not being that good, there's so many other priorities now for the Phoenix.
Yeah. And we see a late smoke here for AVULUS. They're going to try to go for the first blood on top, seems like.
Oh, I love the facet that the Ursa chose here. Making sure that you're doing more debuffs as time goes on. I think that one is so good, especially when you're looking at like this Phoenix and maybe even the Dawnbreaker that you're trying to like kind of bash down before they end up getting their spells off. So I really like it.
Yeah, makes sense.
And it looks like, oh, they could get something early here. Fly does have a lot of heal. And chances even with level 1 in these sprites, you get a lot of your HP back and narrowly avoiding disaster, I feel. Because Zebe, this lane might not be the easiest. Nyx is not a strong laner. And Ursa, Enchantress, maybe some of the strongest laners in the game. So could be really hard for this lineup to get anything done.
Yeah, no, for sure. I wonder if they're going to consider wave pool in this lane or they're just going to play it out normally.
Wow.
Oh.
Actually took a lot of damage there, Yuma. Good job from Eki. If that stun doesn't land, I think Yuma could try to turn around and get more damage done, but instead kind of shoving him under the tower again.
Eki trying for the Curry Sniper, unfortunately not going to reach, I think.
Oh, just barely missed it. It could be good. I feel like, as you said, maybe they need to creep drag. Maybe they need to kill some couriers. They need to do something because I think as this lane goes on, they're going to have a harder and harder time.
Yeah, no, for sure. I wonder if the plan is going to be... Okay, so he goes for the drag, which definitely makes sense. Gonna enable Sibba to get, you know, a lane or a full wave uncontested last hits. And then I wouldn't be surprised to see Eki focusing on the runes a bit more this time around, seeing as that top lane is so scary.
Now, Hanskin, let's say I'm just some 4K scrub, and I have a cool safe lane, and I'm ready to kill people. But then their damn pause 4 goes by and starts dragging the wave. What do I do? Because I still want to win this lane.
I mean, you don't have options, right? It has to be all chat.
All chat and ask them to stop. Well, on the other side here, they did get the first kill on Soneko, so it looks like Nouns having a strong start to the laning stage again. This time, though, not giving the first blood to their carry, but their offlaner.
Yeah, a bit of a, how do we call it, uncharacteristic mistake by Soneko, just giving up the first blood like that, very simple. Not to say, you know, not the Nouns side of the lane is really strong. Oh, they go for Yuma here.
Crazy that they even have this much potential. I know that Dawnbreaker is kind of predicated on burst damage, and same with the Nyx Assassin. Maybe they can actually get a kill if they try to, you know, catch Yuma off guard. But with heal, I feel like it should be impossible.
In theory, it's hard, but the Dawnbreaker does a surprising amount of bursts, actually. So, I feel like this is a bit of an underused hero right now. I saw Mar play it earlier. He went for the armless build, looks super strong. So, I think this hero can do a lot. I think he can scale, he can play auras, he can play the hard lanes. The only thing it doesn't really do is it doesn't flash farm well and it doesn't recover that well. So I think getting a decent enough start and getting used to the ulti this game is going to be crucial for Stibbe.
No, definitely. I think if they're able to get that Dawn Gold, I think he's kind of locked into the auras, unless that's something that Soneko is going for. I think sometimes when you see the Dawnbreaker like really start to thrive is whenever he can go, you know, we talk about how many people don't build Deso. Dawnbreaker actually is a hero that doesn't mind building Deso.
Yeah, that is
so
true.
We'd like to see that, but you know, your pause 4 should be the one to take over the auras then.
Yeah, which is probably not going to be the case here, seeing as you have a Nyx. So this might be a game where they completely skip them. Like, I could see the merit of having an Axe on the Dawnbreaker as well. You know, get that added evasion. Ursa, not a hero that necessarily wants to get an MKB, at least not early. So
No, not at all.
So you combo that with the Radiance evasion as well, and
Ursa's a hero that you can kind of count the slots on him, right? Like, okay, I need a Battle Fury, I need a Blink, I need a BKB, I need a Basher, and then like you only have 2 slots left.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this game, what it's gonna come down to is like, can you survive the Ursa jump? Can you carry this BKB? If that happens, like this Earth Spirit is gonna be way too annoying for Yuma to deal with, unless he's completely jacked.
Instantly using the 10 stick there on Yuma. It seems like he's been kind of like 1v2ing the lane while Fly goes off and does, you know, other things. And it seems like that other thing was stacking the small camp. Zibbe might love that though, because he could probably clear that.
Is Mako in trouble here potentially? Copy coming over.
It looks like they didn't have the dead shot set up, but they might not need it here. Looks like they will get the kill. Copy even gets it with the chains damage. Once again, I mean, Copy, he has to be feeling this game. He must actually love this 202 sort of build, because it looks like this is where he's most comfortable with it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks strong right now, but the question is like, how strong is it going to be later? I think that's always the question you're going to have with Ember right now. Like, it was a similar story the game before, and I feel like this game he might have to do even more potentially.
Let's see. So right now, laning stage a little bit even, and once again, it feels like the Alchemist lineup is the one that should be getting a lot more out of this. Oh my God, Zibbe, please WQ this. It looks so juicy. Oh, there it is. There's so much gold.
That feels good, man.
That's one of the best feelings. You don't often get that on like a Dawnbreaker-esque hero. Usually that's like the Underlord or something like that.
Gonna drag the wave for himself up top, and that's gonna enable him to, you know, when you drag the card like this, actually, you might be, yeah, he's just getting the face boost, so it might chase him down actually.
Yeah, but too much slow there. I don't know if the creeps are gonna follow or not, but yeah, Yuma's getting to the point where he's a little bit self-sufficient. As you said, you kind of wanted this Nyx assassin kind of move around. He's not a strong laner. He's meant to be on the roam, and Suneko. Looks like he's setting something up here for Stormstormer. They have the magnetize, even a stun thrown all the way out, and Stormstormer will pick up the kill.
Nice rotation by Stormstormer, actually dodging the move by Ench, rotating over to the mid, but so they probably wouldn't be able to fight the rune anyway, so he just makes a TP down bottom, gets the kill onto Gunner, which was, you know, Gunner was obviously trying to play aggressively and didn't work out this time. So yeah. Getting use of that ulti pretty much as soon as you get it on the mid-earth spread, which is definitely what you want to see.
This is a hard kill to get. As you see there, 3 bracers there on the Centaur, plus the ROP. So like, he's got a lot of protection, but hey, you bring the heroes down, you can make anything happen. Yeah,
you can, and I do wonder if these 3 bracers are going to be worth it, considering the fact that you're not going to have the double bonus at minute 25.
Yeah, Centaur definitely is a little bit more like slot efficient in that way, where again his next item is likely going to be like, you know, Blink Dagger or a Blade Mail, and then he's gonna go for like maybe a BKB if that's what he feels is needed. So he'll keep those bracers for a while.
Yeah, he will for sure. And Centaur was already a hero that, in my opinion, is a little bit clunky. You know, like you can definitely do really well in the early game and in the lanes, and you know, get item timings online early and nicely, but after that, it sort of feels like it's inevitable that you're going to fall off, and with the bracer nerf as well, that just adds even more to that.
Oh, yeah. Thankfully, it looks like the team largely is farming pretty well. Obviously, Ursa getting more in the levels probably than he is in the gold, but he'll make it up quite easily. He's
going for the gate play right now, actually.
Yeah. Interesting. And Centaur is going to start up on this Alchemist here. Doesn't have an ult.
Oh, he just got his six.
Yeah, oh, he just got it. And now this kill feels impossible. And with those fire spirits from the bird, weren't really able to get the attacks needed. So AVULUS, really clean, actually. Not even using as many heroes to go down to defend that had just exactly what they needed already.
That feels bad, man. And now Stibbe is going to be able to get a 6 freely based on that. And then the next time you want to go for this Alchemist kill, you're going to have to deal with an Earth Spirit TP, who now picks up a haste. Actually, he's going to use it to go and fly, it looks like.
Oh, and then a nice kill there from Copy. So Still got on his end, and yeah, Fly should go down here. The heal is a lot, but there's a lot of magic damage from Stormstormer, and he doesn't even need to go for this Vessel. He's feeling like his raw damage alone is more than enough to take down an Enchantress.
Yeah, and Stormstormer says, screw it. I'm just going to use my ulti, and I just like to see it a lot. You just press the stuff you have. No hesitation, you know. No overthinking. Am I going to use this for an Ench or no? This is the early game. You know, just spam the tools you have. So
this has been an unfortunate few goes from Lelis here. You see the Marta set up with the silence, and then there's nowhere to dead shot back.
Yeah. This Marta hero, it has been looking good. People have been using it a lot, but it can definitely be weird sometimes in certain areas of the map.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Do you think they get this kill? I feel like Zibe is... It's a good hero to go on, right? Like, you want to run after this Dawn, but he's already so close to a tower. It feels like his team could respond to that.
Yeah. And looking at the Ember, it's like... The poke is amazing, of course, but compare him to the Earth Spirit or a hero like Storm, like... If you find heroes like this, you can just commit all the time, right? Ember is not this hero. It just seems... You know, you're getting this advantage, but then how do you transition it? You're just gonna keep sliding people, and then you can't really manipulate the game how you want unless you're able to go for the towers, which obviously hasn't been the case in this one.
Oh, this time we're in a place where that dead shot, it actually can get used up, so Lelis will get the kill on the next assassin, something they do need. And he's going for this Mage Slayer again for the Ember Spirit, and in this one we're saying like we don't know how he transitions. Still a lot of magic damage out from AVULUS, right? That's something I think to hold true.
Yeah, definitely useful against the Earth Spirit, of course, and the Radiance from Alk later on. So
yeah,
it's kind of just a feel good. I don't remember. You get the mana regen, you get some, you know, the DOT not terrible as well. So
do you want to go into the Maelstrom again after this one, or do we want to see something that maybe pops a little bit more damage or a little bit more control? Like, what should we be expecting after that?
Good question. I mean, it's between it has to be between the Maelstrom, the Shiva, and the BKB. And I feel if it doesn't get the BKB, he might be in trouble. You know, just getting randomly Carapest or silenced by the Earth Spirit, something like that. If one stun hits, that's probably him.
Oh. They know that Eki doesn't have his level 6, but he just got it. He really wants to get the kill. Instead, they dust him just in the nick of time, but he's out of here. He's got that advanced movement buff, and he's gone.
There's some deja vu there from the Alk hitting 6 earlier.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Cursed tower, man.
And nouns, they haven't been able to pressure any towers yet. And actually, AVULUS are the ones doing it right now, so...
Yeah. I feel like we're in another spot here where, like, nouns are the ones that need to get off the ground early. And if it's instead AVULUS that are getting these free early towers, we're going to be running out of time again for this nouns lineup to really feel strong.
Stormstormer's going. Oh, he's got the Dawn ult as well.
Yeah, and Gunnar, this is exactly how we want to see that ult used. Get everybody away from the area that the Dawn wants to play in here. And Stormstormer just poking himself now with the Magnetize, dropping rocks, not committing just yet, looking to see what comes through. And Eki maybe wants to get something started for the team as well. A lone hit, but does eventually get it here. Going to be the first casualty of this fight, and maybe the only one?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, they can't really deal with this Stormstormer Earth Spirit. Like, he just goes in and he has this Blade Mail. It's so hard to deal with. Yuma shows up, but Poppy's not there.
Almost had it.
Yeah. Oh, Eki in trouble, potentially.
No, no, not again.
I think you found your wrong base, buddy.
He's even letting him hit because he knows, oh no, that is so toxic.
God damn, what an annoying.
He literally let himself get hit because he knew he would just escape. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, considering all of this that has happened, all the failed kill attempts on bottom and then now the failed kill on Eki, and you know, it feels bad, but there's also an alchemist on the map you have to think about, and if you consider that,
Does it get in your head? Because this is another one that, like, they had the tools there, but just weren't able to connect. And another kill that they're missing. Are they feeling this on nouns? Is this like, oh my god, we can't kill anyone? Or are they still, you think they can still hold on knowing that their lineup is still strong right now?
I think they're definitely not feeling great right now. It's they know that the time is ticking, right? This alchemist is super free farming, and now we might see Gunnar being in trouble once more. Not sure if they have the damage.
Ooh, nice with the blade mail. Certainly has more than enough health, even if the Eki did try for the kill. it would have been hurting on the other side. So something good there. But yeah, no, I agree. And what is Smiley Knight even up to right now? I feel like we should have a Radiance pretty soon.
Oh, nice silence.
Very good silence, but I don't know if they have the subsequent damage. Oh, copy.
Damn. It's the Blightstone once more. It's like it keeps being so annoying to Gunnar.
Oh my goodness. He's just like scuttling the max move speed or some shit. Man, I'd be tilted. I feel tilted for them in this game.
Right, he's potentially going to go for the Wisdom and Steal here as well.
Oh, that would actually just be the cherry on top. Does he wait for someone to show up and then kill them and then take the rune? Or does he just
They should know that he's there, though. That's a dire scan. They don't have detection, actually.
They don't have detection.
Oh,
there it is.
Gunnar
There it is. Okay, they should get the kill then. Finally, Eki will die. I feel like that's got to be the best feeling kill they've gotten in this game.
Yeah, right. At the same time, though, does it feel amazing for the Centaurs to TP over like that?
You got a TP2 heroes. Your Centaur's got a dust to use.
Yeah, the Radiance is about to be delivered.
A little bit of a late Radiance, right, for the Alchemist. He also just has Phase and the Soul Ring. It's coming near to like a 15-minute Radiance that's actually getting to his courier, so just slightly late. And yeah, now Yuma has the Battle Fury available already. He's not going to be farming that much slower than the Alchemist.
Yeah, no, for sure. This is surprisingly slow, I want to say, for the Alch. You know, especially with not, you know, dying a single time and being contested. They lost their K1 so late.
No stat item as well.
Oh, copy in trouble.
Oh, could be. They do get the jump away with the dead shot, but it's not enough to save. Copy goes down a 3 killing spree, and he's one of our heroes that we really need to get off the ground early in this game. And yeah, no, the Orchid coming through now for the Dawnbreaker. Another damage item. They don't even care about the auras.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, that's first of all, that's such a huge kill on the Ember. He did not expect that, and that's always the power of the Nyx against him. That's gonna mean the tier 1 mid goes down as well, so that's even more trouble for you if you're playing against this Nyx. So yeah, we see it here.
I love the philosophy from this team.
Yeah, just really decisive. They see the Ember, they just throw everything they have at him, and
yeah. You said it before, like they're willing to drop the ultis. Like they're not gonna wait for like some perfect team fight. If they have an ult, that's an egg, and they're gonna use it. Now this time they are forcing the ult away from the Centaur. And still, they could get a kill on Copy here. Gotta be careful. And oh no, the stuns. They instantly connect on this Ember. You can see they smell blood in the water. A nice stun from Gunnar. And now Yuma in. He's gonna get kicked away for a second. He really wants to get on top of this Earth Spirit, but can he do it? Looks like the Earth Spirit will get away. Now they're going to lock in, and Earth Spirit once more. He's going to keep up the magnetized stacks on him. Yuma should just barely get away, but I think Fly is also dead.
Oh, can they get him? They can't. I mean, it's so hard for Copy to play. Like, you got so much to worry about, right? And now Loyalty's in trouble as well, looks like.
It could be. Maybe it's a bait. It looks like it was a bait. Yuma getting the kill. Nice coordination from this team to get something out of that engagement.
Yeah, nice cleanup at the end there, obviously abusing the vision that they have. But yeah, look at this. Copy, he feels comfortable seeing as the Orchid is on cooldown round, but he just gets flipped by one Nyx stun, and then one stun leads to the other, and that's it. And now, yeah, you see the Magnetize gonna come out, and Alchemist plus the Magnetize here, they're just gonna... There's no way of fighting that at this point in the game without the Ember.
I know exactly what happened during those comps. As soon as that Earth Spike hit from the Nyx, you could see like the sun ray, like everybody just like pointed towards Copy. It was like, kill him!
Right? It's one of those things where everyone, somebody just starts yelling, Ember, Ember, Ember. And
yeah, right. Oh, that's so good. Oh, we know what the comps are like then. And so far, again, this is going so well. I love that AVULUS, they're noticing that there's a lot of like, not a whole lot of damage coming out from this Nouns lineup. Instead of forcing the auras, they're just going for what each hero wants. Like Dawn is going to keep building this control and this Orchid. Nyx Assassin probably going to do his own damage here soon, getting close to the Yules, and he'll end up going for his own, you know, Dagons or something. So I really like how they kind of suss out this Nouns lineup and plays still to the strength of their heroes.
Yeah, no, I agree for sure. It makes a ton of sense. And
oh, Gunnar.
And interesting thing from Eki this game, he chooses to not go for the Dagon. He goes for the insta Yules like we discussed. It's definitely useful, but I feel
That's
like
a game ruiner for the Ursa.
Yeah, no, for sure, right? And also for the Ember, the Stampede, everything. It just makes so much sense. It just... It's been a while since I've seen an Ember, a Nyx without a Dagon, to be honest.
Right. Looks like Dawnbreaker, a beautiful silence from Lilith. And the Calling gets another one of its friends, thanks to the facet that the Muerta choose. So.
Is this Roshan for them? Sibe has the buyback with his Dawn ulti ready, so they might try for this.
Wait, was that an Arcane Rune also on the Air Spirit? Oh my goodness. He's got the BKB as well. Dude, this is the timing for Stormer. They're into the Roshan pit. Ursa wants this badly, but AVULUS, they don't have to give it away for free. Gonna suss it out here with the stone, and now Yuma can't even stay in this one. There's an egg to toss on this. This is not an easy fight for nouns.
Yeah, no, there's no way they can do it, and they wisely decide to back off.
Is Ember not here? Oh, Ember cannot be here? Does he not have a TP?
No, he has
he
one.
does. Huh.
He feels like he needs a lot of farm, though, right? Because he's going for the Maelstrom now. This means he's so far from having an item to save himself from this Orchid. He's going to need to farm a BKB as well on top.
Good denial on the Aegis from AVULUS, and I like how they're not trying to take it themselves. They're not a Roshan lineup, especially not having the Desto on the Dawnbreaker. It takes a while, but for the Ursa, it should be free. So, wait, they left it at half HP?
No, this Roche is going down for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't want to eat a full Roche, but I can handle half a Roche. That's fine for me.
And now we're gonna have Aegis on the Alk, I assume, and then double Yule for the supports. They're looking really strong. BKB on Stormer as well. I feel like it's go time right now if you're AVULUS.
No, it is. I mean, you're giving up Roche versus as you're an Ursa lineup. That's hard. That's a really hard decision to make.
Yeah, Eki's looking for a copy, but unable to find him, looks like.
Well, I mean, so far, it feels like, you and I said, it's going to have to be, the Ursa and the Ember. These guys have to carry a lot of what's happening in this engagement.
They know he doesn't have ulti. He killed the Torm.
No. Yeah, no, they get the kill. 4 kills free. And as you said, super heads up. Ursa, the only way you can take that Tormentor is by using your Enrage. So once they saw it go down, they knew exactly what they needed to do.
Damn. Everything that can go wrong in this game for nouns has literally gone wrong. Like all the kill attempts, as soon as you get something, then it backfires, right? You get the kill top on Dawnbreaker, you try to get the Roshan, but you can't. You give up Roshan for an team. Okay, go back, kill the Tormentor. I have to use my Enrage, I die for it,
Ooh, the stun in from Gunnar. This could be something to start on, actually. They still have the silence on the Nyx Assassin. They at least got the Wisdom Rune, but the egg in a very nice spot here from Seneko. Keeping everybody at bay for now. Eki could go down early. He's already good and low, but the Mage Slayer, it just barely ticks him down. Now Gunnar coming in with the stun as well just before the toss came out on Smiling Knight, so they still have to evacuate. Got to be a bit careful.
Yeah,
There's no Stampede. Yo, Zibe, he's stepping up for a reason. Do you think they can get the kill on this one? Shard is good, but not enough to save, so that's going to be 2 gone. A really nice turnaround, actually, from Nouns.
Yeah, super nice. I mean, as we see here, they're unable to get the connections that they need to really make the kills happen. They use the egg, but they don't have anything to hold them down. And then, yeah, Ursa goes in, unable to catch anybody. And after this, just the Ursa is about to respawn. You don't have your spells anymore. And I think, yeah, you can't really fight it anymore if you're AVULUS.
So Ursa had he didn't get onto the high ground though with that first roll, right? He just stopped short. I wonder if they were kind of expecting the Magnetize to hit exactly when he jumped in, but he just wasn't able to get there.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I was wondering where he went because I thought that maybe the Centaur had blocked the roll or something, but he was just still on low ground whenever I finally looked.
Maybe he forgot to place a rock or something, got silent.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
Something like that, but still, hey, a decent map position for AVULUS. Even though they just lost a few, it's the net worth that's coming back. Now, typically, we see an Alchemist and we think he's going to fall off eventually. Ursa is the one true king of this game, right? His game is still pretty baller, all things considered.
Yeah, no, for sure. He also has his BKB right now, so he's definitely looking to fight. The Aegis is still around for 2 minutes, but I don't think Nouns want to wait that much longer. Okay, Storm going to drop here.
Ooh, could be. Silence down and a lot of damage from Yuma. Press that overpower very early so he could just get the double for himself. Copy, finding Seneko as well. They're getting kills all over the map. The Yules is cool, but that just means that Yuma gets the kill, and he's the one who really wants this gold.
This is what you want to see from rounds, right? Just the decisiveness. We got our BKBs, guys. It doesn't matter they have an Aegis. Let's just go, you know? So, really like to see it.
Incredibly well played. Not playing with fear in their hearts. Only playing murder.
Yuma wants to keep going. He wants to chain these kills together.
They do see everything that he's doing, though, on that ward for the outpost. They still haven't de-warded from that first Roshan excursion. But now Gunnar, I mean, Eki can't kill him right now. Certainly not with fuels.
No, you want the Ember, not the Centaur here.
Yeah, and this could definitely be the kill. Up on the high ground.
A bit of hesitation. It's so deep now. I'm not sure they can go for this.
Oh, they see him, and Copy did not take near enough damage on that initial go. Now Eki dies. He's gone from a menace to kind of a nuisance right now on this.
Oh, this is
now
so
a double stun from Gunnar. This could be what they need to start out with, but the BKB instantly from Stormstormer, then the Magnetize. Gunnar is getting turned on here, trying to get the Stampede away. He has the pipe for a little bit of the damage, and then a nice dead shot. It's sent away, this Alchemist, and now Yuma stepping up front. He's got the BKB. He's got so much damage for Stormstormer, but now coming in with the Dawnbreaker.
Oh, nice.
He does all the damage. The heal was too much. Yuma wanted to get onto the low ground. He just barely gets out. Still has the BKB as well. He just wants to leave everybody here. He is not healthy enough to re-engage, and still Nouns pretty well taking that fight. They force out the Dawn ult. They don't lose anybody. Really well done.
Yeah, then that's a 5v4, mind you. Super nice Dawnbreak ulti from Stibbe. You know, making sure Stormstormer gets alive, and unfortunately for them, there's no blink on the Alk, so they can't really chase Yuma down, but overall, that's just one Nyx going down, I think.
I suppose so, yeah, at the end of it all. A lot of ultis used, and I think that kind of benefits Nouns, because, like, yeah, Magnetize and Dawn ult and Egg, whereas on the other side, it's like, you know, Stampede. You just have to get away, don't really care anywhere else. Difference loss. Oh, they lost gold on that Aegis? Oh. Oh. That's an awesome.
We'll get the tormentor or not.
Yeah, pretty easy Torm there. Smiling Knight picking it up. Who gets the shard? It's Taneko. A really good one. Really protects the egg as well.
That is an amazing shard.
I guess it also, I mean, so Yuma, if he presses the BKB, he won't care too much about it. And really, he's the only one that should be hitting Roche, or hitting the egg. So it's really more just for the damage factor, I suppose, than for the bird.
Mm-hmm. So now Smiling Knight has picked up a full AC. This means he does not have a BKB though, so if they're able to get the stuns on him, or Yuma can definitely take him down.
Yeah, no BKB is definitely a decision, but it's more just, can you actually get the heal through with the Phoenix? Mm-hmm. Because we talked about how much, you know, there isn't really anti-heal in this lineup.
Yeah, but the problem for Nouns is that you don't really have any great tools to stop the stun rate coming through. That would have to be your Centaur, I guess, but or your Muerta, but how realistic?
Are they going to make something happen here? They went on an illusion, showed everybody on Nouns. Now they're going to stampede away. This means that they're stampeding away without Dawn ult use, without egg use. So the team fight abilities from AVULUS are really feeling strong right now.
Yeah, and here you can see the problem a little bit for AVULUS. If you don't have the Phoenix or the Nyx presence, you don't really have any tools to stop this stampede from coming through. So you're gonna need these heroes to be close. I mean, ideally you start the fights with Eki instead, but that's easier said than done.
Definitely, especially now in the game. Teams are starting to play a lot more together. They're going to have sentries down as they play. And Zibe, that is an Aghanim Scepter, I believe. They're on the Dawnbreaker. He lands, and he just dies. Nouns, they take him out. He was trying to save his friend, and I guess, you know, he did end up saving Stormstormer.
That he did, but at what cost?
Cost.
Fortunately for him, there's no Roshan just yet, so he will be able to respawn before that happens. So not the biggest deal in the world, but definitely still feels bad, man.
Oh, it definitely feels bad, because now this is feeling like last game where, yeah, the Alchemist does have a net worth lead, but these items for Nouns, they're starting to come together. Their team fight, it's not really there, but they have the one answer. I almost feel like AVULUS, they need to start dealing with this Ursa, or else they'll just continue to kite away from the spells they want to use in these fights.
Mm-hmm. Here we go, Stormstormer in trouble once more.
Does get away. They weren't able to
he has a basher.
Roll out.
Oh, he got it.
Basher, he gets the first hit bash. How much did you pay for that one, Yuma? All right. What was his
teammates, you know?
Yes, true.
Nah,
that's the buff.
They're gonna get the wisdom now as well, and
But they're TPing back for their own. They don't want Smiling Knight to get this one for free. Gunner with the stun. They get 2 wisdoms and he's out of there.
He's so scared. He expected
is there somebody dying on the other side?
Oh, they got Yuma.
I think there is somebody dying over there. Now, he does have the Enrage. Turn around the BKB. He doesn't know if he wants to go in or out. Let me answer it for you, Yuma. It is out. They'll take down Fly. And he's going to get out of there on the Ursa. So they get double Wizzy. They lose only the Fly hero. And they killed the Earth Spear. I'd say all in all, still pretty good for nouns. Somebody dying on the other side?
Oh, they got Yuma.
I think there is somebody dying over there. Now, he does have the Enrage. Turn around the BKB. He doesn't know if he wants to go in or out. Let me answer it for you, Yuma. It is out. They'll take down Fly. And he's going to get out of there on the Ursa. So they get double Wizzy. They lose only the Fly hero. And they killed the Earth Spear. I'd say all in all, still pretty good for nouns.
Yeah, really good stuff from nouns, actually. Surprised Yuma was able to get out of there. But I guess when you don't have the Dawn ulti anymore, there's no way from stopping him. Just BKBing, running away, / TPing, so really good job. And now he's building towards that MKB. If he's able to get that before the Roche fight happens, that could be a massive deal here.
That's one of his other 2 flex items, right? It's going to be probably MKB, and then I imagine you want to have like a Satanic at some point, but he probably finishes the Abyssal Blade first.
Oh, copy.
He's dead. He's dead.
Walk down the wrong staircase, my friend.
So you can't walk up the high ground with no vision, and you can't walk down the high ground with no vision. I mean, what can you do?
Right. I mean, they're gonna get another tier 2 here for AVULUS, and of course controlling the outpost as well. But I can't stress this enough. It's so crucial for Yuma to get this MKB in time before the Roche fight happens, because you're dealing with an Aghanim's on the Dawnbreaker, and of course the Radiance Evasion and the Mischance. If he has the MKB, they actually have potential to just burst down this Alchemist 100-0 in like 1 Centaur stun. It's so much damage.
All right, well, he's got about 3,500 more gold to go. He's got about 1,300 on him right now. So looking at about 4 minutes probably for him to get this next completion. I don't think he's going to have it.
Yeah, that is the issue. And then what's the choice going to be? Are you going to give up the Roche, or are you going to try anyway? So
they
definitely
saw everything. The Dawn passive.
Oh,
they actually know exactly where nouns are.
Oh, damn. That's actually such an underrated thing. Holy shit. You never think about that when you see a Dawnbreaker, right? Like,
no, that completely came out of nowhere. It came at the perfect time because Roche is about to spawn. They know where everybody on nouns is, and they know the MKB is not here yet.
They're trying to use it to their advantage, though. They're going to use a smoke right away, so trying to maybe be a bit deceptive about it. Okay, nice angle. They're going to walk around.
Also on AVULUS, they see the
They need a really good jump here for nouns.
I mean, you could definitely blind jump on this high ground, but they just backed out on it.
Okay, scouting with the creep so that they know that they're not Roche.
They just traded spaces. This is arguably better for nouns now because now they're closer to Roche. They're protecting the glass. They're on it.
Very strange indeed. Now we're going the full circle.
Everybody smoke up and let's musical chairs again.
Okay, smoke.
But Gunner's showing this time. He's not the easiest one to go on here. They'll look at him first. A lot of damage already done here. Do they have any way to heal him? No, he's just dead. He does have buyback. He can TP into this one, but he'll be TPing up top maybe to get on in. He just had to get somewhere, I guess. Yuma now deals up as well. He's still got the BKB. Needs to get out of this one first. Just uses the status resist now. Gonna be forced to pause the BKB very soon, I think. But you really need Gunner for this fight.
Oh, Gunner's back
again. Oh, please tell me he doesn't just die again. He's got the Blade Mail. Now he's using the Stampede to get away from this one, getting his team away from the Dawnbreaker ult. But now bashed up on the Ember, not really doing much damage at all. They're gonna have to try to collapse on these heroes. And Yuma, he could get on Smiling Knight. They need a little bit more damage. They'll get it. Now they take down Eki as well. The bird is already out, and Stormstormer just trying to TP away, but the bash, it's there! Yuma with another kill for this one. A mega kill streak for him so far, and the perfect buyback from Gunner. I don't care that you died back, buddy. You saved your team this fight.
Yeah, actually game-winning dieback, if you will, on Gunner. Like, he thanks everything, letting Yuma copy do whatever they want to do, and then for AVULUS, Soneko wasn't able to get the egg off, and then after that, it's just easy fight for nouns. Holy shit, what a fight.
AVULUS did about 16,000 damage in that fight. I had to say, almost a third of it was on 2 lives of Gunner.
Yeah. I mean, when they went for him, I was like, are you sure this is the right play? But they just killed him so fast with the AC on Alk and the stun ray and everything. It just died so fast.
Something I guess I didn't notice here. The bird didn't use the egg. Never a chance even on the Phoenix.
Yeah, unfortunately, he got silenced on from the calling of Murta mid-dive, and then I think Yuma clipped him at the end. He was very low to begin with, so that's definitely a big deal. You know, sometimes just getting the egg off is enough. Even if you die, that's just duration on enemy's BKBs, right? So.
Oh, yeah. And the Ursa, like, he is an egg killer, but that means you're using all your overpower stacks to kill the egg. Yeah, sure, like, using a 1W to kill a hero is good, but in this game, he has to focus other heroes right now. He's got to focus down the Alchemist. He's really got to focus down Stormstormer as well. He can't always afford those overpower stacks on an egg.
For sure. And another thing in that fight as well, I mean, Alchemist, you know, when the fight goes on for so long, he loses his ulti at some point. He's not nearly the same hero once it's down. So, and that just benefits the Ursa and the Ember even more because they can keep going. They can go back and forth the whole fight. So, really well done by nouns, I have to say.
Yeah, the committal.
Oh, he wants to go.
Lineup is definitely hurting them right now because so much of what they do is like we're fighting, we want to win now in these abilities, but. For nouns, Centaur ulti just like completely nullifies all of that. And honestly, Ember and Ursa, your big damage dealers, are relatively low CD. You're looking at basically like the enrages and the BKB from the Ursa, and that's it.
And now I think nouns is in the best spot they've been in this whole game. They got a gem on the Ember now, they got the Aegis, but that doesn't scare AVULUS. They're looking to go regardless.
They are, and Yuma actually backpacked the Basher. Thinks that his phase boots are still very important, that move speed. Hey, you're playing against the Phoenix. I get it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Oh, are they going to get Lilith right away?
Eki immediately going invis, trying to find somebody here. Spike Carapace already gone. The stun, it lands onto the Earth Spirit. He's trapped in the silence as well. He's able to get the BKB off, but Eki maybe not so lucky. The heal coming on in is right on top of Yuna, right on top of Gunner. He's trying to get out of this one. Stampede just too late. Not able to get away, and now Yuma is so low. He's turning around, wants to get anything before his first life. Now it's taken. Who's around? Who can help him? Fly's trying to beat ass, but man, you need some help because this Ursa could go down. The bear, it's shredded. They take down the Ursa. Zibe even able to get out just barely with his life. Fly going down as well. AVULUS completely turned this fight around through the Aegis, and they net themselves a lead again.
Damn, I did not expect that fight to go so well for them, but you can just see the power of that Donald in this fight. Like they get the jump onto, we're gonna see it here. Yeah, so Nyx takes the hit, they get a jump on Stormstormer, but he has so much protection here. He's gonna get a... Even killing Eki takes out. Yeah, you know, fighting into that egg stun ray plus the Donald, it's not really feasible. Like this is one of those fights where it's kind of the opposite. Nouns is taking the fight straight into the cooldowns, and you see how powerful they are. The other fights that have been successful them, it's all been about we're kiting the egg, we're kiting the magnetize with our stampede, and here you see it's just so much trouble for Yuma on the Ursa after his BKB's down. So
it's all a bait, right? Like they wanted the Earth Spirit. Any other time that we've seen these fights, Egg, Dawnbreaker ult, they're stampeding away. The only reason they're staying in it is because they thought they could get the kill on the Earth Spirit and then get out. But I think they realize now that's not possible, all right? You see those two spells drop, you got to get yourself out of there.
Yeah, no, for sure. But that goes to the question, like, how is that gonna feel if you're the Ursa player when you can't really threaten people, like bursting them? That's such a key part of your strength as a hero, and it's gotta feel.
In my mind, now is the time where you need to go for the Aghanim Scepter, and you know, hopefully having enough time to like kind of extend your cooldowns. Right, with the Ags, your enraged cooldown goes pretty far down. It's only 18 seconds, so that really helps out.
Yeah.
Then you are allowed to kind of like go back and forth.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the silver lining for nouns through all of that is that Copy didn't die and he had a gem, so they still have that, of course. If they were to lose that, it's just gonna be so hard to play the map against this Nyx.
Nyx kind of owning the board, right? Or sorry, was owning the board in the early game, but now it's been a little bit hard since you know it's late game. Teams are playing more together. They're dropping sentries down where they walk, so. Eki having a hard time finding himself. What should the Nyx assassin do? How do you keep yourself useful in these late game engagements as a Nyx?
I mean, there are a few things you can do. You can get a You can get a blink. You know, he already has the Yule and the Force Staff, so the Dagon Dream is pretty much over at this point, I want to say. So
Right, yeah.
just keep adding utility. You can look at a Ghost Scepter, you can look at a Blink Dagger, just anything that makes you more annoying to deal with, harder to kill. That's going to be useful, so.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It's surprising to me because I feel like there are heroes that you can kill in this game. Like both Muerta and Eternatus feel like they're, nukable heroes as a Nyx Assassin. But his late game, or his build, Force Staff and Yules, is technically like the better one if you do want to try to scale later on. Items that are always.
It's less damage oriented, but it's more like survive pokish.
Yeah.
Because they understand as well as us that if they're able to survive the Stampede and the Ursa BKB and stuff, there's not going to be much left for nouns. So
does that maybe make it so that you just want to go in for like a Wind Waker?
oh yeah, I could definitely see that. That would make a ton of sense actually.
Yeah, just
But
like, then you're not only saving yourself with the Yules, but also like maybe somebody else is in danger.
Yeah, saving the Phoenix if he gets jumped, something like that. It's definitely expensive though, and if you don't have a blink, it's not the easiest thing to pull off in the middle of a fight.
But Yules is a relatively like cheapish item, but the upgrade to the Wind Waker is a lot. Yeah, the upgrade to the Wind Waker is like 4,000 more gold.
Yeah, exactly. You would probably be better off playing Blink and buyback, Maybe you get an Axe from Roche later, that could be a thing, or the Alchemist. Okay, nouns are going.
Oh, this is a bit of a start here. Turn the Alchemist into stone, but he is just kind of sitting there. That's a bit of a weird fight. You still want to keep your Stampede for distance. Smiling Knight turning on to the Centaur, and then he gets Force Staffed in. There's no way you're getting out of that one. Gunner's just gone. You got to get out of there on nouns. But Smiling Knight doesn't want to let anyone leave just yet.
Wants to go.
Ursa in on the Alchemist. They didn't have the Dawnbreaker ulti just yet, so he's alive now, and the rest of the team might have to run away from Copy. They still have the egg to use. They're waiting for Yuma to get a little bit closer in, and now Seneko, he's so low. He wants to use it now. They got to get in. They got to protect the egg. The Magnetizer is down, but they've already lost the Phoenix. Now Yuma with the extra enrages. He takes down Zibe as well. Yuma is the one carry in this fight because the Alchemist, he does not have buyback. He does have to be careful though. That blade mail, it hurts.
It does indeed. I mean, a bit of a miscalculation there from Smile Knight walking up after, everything has been used, especially the Dawn ulti, and now
Ooh, could they get
in trouble as well.
Not a whole lot of people to protect this one. Ursa under a tier 3. This might be a buyback, I feel. No, okay. They're just going to let him do it. Gets the kill. Yuma getting away with murder, I think, there.
Yeah, no, for sure. Really well done by nouns, first of all. Baiting out the Centaur once more. This is definitely the more towards the fight we were talking about. They're really looking for. So, send in Gunnar, make him tank the stuff, bait out the cooldowns. If you can do that, you're going to have options to burst down the Alchemist.
Once again playing the sacrificial enabler that Gunnar has always played throughout his career. And this game, as you said, whenever he dies first, it almost feels beneficial for their team.
Yeah, no, for sure. Look at this. You lose the Centaur, but you trade so much. And now Smile Knight goes in and, yeah, without the backup.
BD as well on Combi.
Yeah.
Oh.
And no, I mean, they try, but this egg is a bit, it's a bit overconfident, or like the dive in first, and then he just has to egg right there because he's so low, right? And then they don't have enough to protect him. So.
Yeah, it was a lot of damage, but I'm actually really surprised that even like the Muerta surviving there for so long.
Yeah, right. So I mean, AVULUS, they're not weak. They just need to fight a little bit better, and nouns just need to keep doing what they have been doing. Send in Gunner, keep baiting those balls out. If they can do that, they're gonna be able to win these fights. But now there's a Roshan happening soon, and that's gonna mean everything in this one.
I thought the key to their success in these fights was making sure that they get out of the Dawn ult, but I guess all that matters is that the Ursa doesn't die into the Dawn ult. And Eki, I think they saw him for a second there, but he's out.
And Yuma actually has a buyback in this fight as well, which might prove to be useful here. Smiling Knight does currently not have it yet. He needs a bit more gold.
Yeah, no, only Dawn and Phoenix on Radiant, and then Ursa, Enchantress on the other side. I mean, not a whole lot of buybacks available for this one. And since it's happening bottom, another fight where AVULUS kind of had the buyback advantage.
So nouns is trying to bait fly here. He's actually just gonna go downward.
Is this even a bait anymore? He's just sitting here. And now Gunnar goes up onto the high ground. Once again, use your spells on me. I dare ya. He gets on out with his ulti, but the Magnetize takes him down at the very last second. But this time, there was no Donald. There was no egg. He sacrificed his life, and nouns, they don't reap any benefits from it.
Yeah, and that's the gem as well for nouns, so I'm not sure. Like, you definitely want to try to fight this if you're nouns, but what's the angle?
Radiant's top barracks has
Oh, they're losing Rax top at the same time.
Oh, wait, is that their angle?
That's
Yeah,
their
go ahead
end script,
and
yeah.
And now Ursa in, finding the Stormbreaker. It's as if he never had an ulti, but he has the buyback going back in on the Air Spirit. But this time, Yuma actually got the kill. Now he's still fighting in the midst of the calling here from his Muerta, but he doesn't have enough to survive, I don't think. Gets off the Enraged, but there's too much damage from Smiling Knight. Copy, it's up to him and Fly, and maybe they actually have enough damage. He takes down the Alchemist here, turns himself into stone on the Earth Spirit. He's trying to get away from this one, but he only hits the roll onto this Muerta. They have buyback maybe on the Alch, but he really doesn't want to use this one. The Fear connects, but it was just too late, and I don't think they can get on top of the Stormstormer here. Oh, was that Havoc Hammer? And then the first step away, they actually get the kill!
Oh, that's a dieback on Stormstormer as well. This is so huge. Yuma has to buy back, of course, but he's gonna get a Roche for it. And Copy he's doing everything in this fight.
That is the sickest Havoc Hammer I've ever seen. Yuma stayed alive for a lot longer. Look, Fly is just beating ass.
Yeah, Fly is beating them up.
That's crazy. And this fight was, again, like a Centaur that wasn't here, but this time they remedied it by just killing the Dawnbreaker first. A huge jump in from Yuma to make that happen.
Yeah, for sure. And that's a dieback on Stormstormer and Stibe. And here we're going to see the Havoc Hammer.
Oh, it's so good. That is just... That's too good. That's a Dota player right there.
That's a Dota player.
And now, again, we have the Alchemist, or sorry, the Aegis here on nouns. A huge snipe there from the Muerta. And while that's all happening, they're taking down another Rax here with the Roshan banner.
Yeah, and they know that there's no buyback on Stibe, there's no buyback on Stormstormer, so this is... They can't go for Megas because they're still a tier 2 mid, but are they gonna threaten the throne? I feel like they should.
They could for sure. I mean, as you said, dieback on the Earth Spirit here. He's a lot of their damage still. Alchemist feels strong on his own right, but it's so hard to take right now.
Yeah, Iki has no buyback as well, so he has to be careful.
Okay, that's a big BKB to force.
Alright.
That's about as good as you can do on a Nyx Assassin right now. And now the jump in, Dawnbreaker healing up at the moment. Jump down very quickly, actually, on Zibe. Didn't want to heal for too long, and now the Alchemist in a bit of danger. They have the card even available from Gunnar, but he's not using it just yet. They are going to get the kill on Alchemist, and he's going to be able to buy back in the midst of the base, but what do you do? Do you actually have the tools to kill anybody here? Compy pressing the BKB. He's just going to dive backwards. Another buyback from you guys? Sure. They're good to just tail out of here. And nouns, they may regroup for another Rax.
Yeah, super good stuff from nouns. They're forcing all of these buybacks and they don't even get punished for it. Sure, they lose Fly, he has to buy back, but whatever. It's not meaningful in the grand scheme of things. And now they're in full control of the map and they still have this Aegis.
Yeah, no, they are all in control of the map right now. A 9,000 difference from their Aegis so far in the power play. And with no buyback on anybody on Radiant, this is a very fragile fight to take.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to perform this fight way better than their last Roche fight. I think they have the tools to do it, but it's definitely not simple. Like, Yuma is at a point now where he's doing way too much damage, especially with that 25 talent, so...
Yes.
Also the Swift Blink on top, Abyssal, he has everything he could ever ask for, so... You know, one Ursa jump at this point in the game means you're gonna have to use cooldowns to save each other. Like, the down ulti has to be really quick.
Do they stone the Ursa and just send him back to the base? That's the only way, just like really isolate him?
Yeah, that could be something, right? There is a Stampede for the team to connect, but I feel like you have to get a bit quirky if you're AVULUS.
Yeah. It's the same thing when you're on the high ground. Relocation spells, AoE damage. I have a little bit of relocation, but definitely not enough. And they want to play in an area. They don't want to take the fight too many different directions.
Yeah, no, they definitely want to fight in a ball.
Aegis is going to go down in about a minute and a half, but I think it should be enough for now to take this last Rax. You think they're going to try to take Megas here?
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going to try to use his Aegis.
Already using the Enrage here. Cart available on Gunnar, even using himself up there. The Dawnbreaker ult, is it even enough to save the Alk? It feels like it's not. The Egg trying to get everybody away from this one. Yuma will just stop and hit the Egg instead, but they do kill Eki only. The Egg does drop. Now a few heroes stunned to the backside, but Copy still alive, still well. Yuma is not though. Yuma could die here. Does he go down? The Enrage? The standards of this, is it enough to save him? No, he goes down. No buyback on the Ursa, but Zibe also falls with no buy.
Stormstormer has to heal. They can't really go for the chase on Ember, but Gunnar might be in trouble here.
He could be.
Oh, Stealth Stun.
I've seen him die a few times, but yeah, the Stealth Stun hits, and then they just turn it right back around.
no.
The reverse Uno card coming right back towards Avulus, and Gunnar is just gonna run this
God damn,
Ember
they just call it.
into their base. What the hell?